This was a pretty hardcore moment.
This one made me stop and think. This one really made me stop and think. I'm still trying to figure out my feelings on it. So Dana,
want to just play the clip real quick? It's a short one.
You know, when you're a professional athlete, you have a very small window of opportunity, a very limited amount of time. You know, we get into all this money shit and the stuff that's going on right now. Everybody acts like this is a fucking career.
Boom.
This isn't a career. This is not a career. This is an opportunity. Anything can happen in any given moment. Knee can blow out. You're back. You're this. You're that. COVID-19. You know, who the hell knows what is coming down the pipeline? So you have to take every opportunity that you can get.
It's not a career. It's an opportunity. It's not a career. It's an opportunity. Yeah, it really made that, when I saw that little cut down, it really made me think. It really, really made me think. Because if it's not a career and it's just an opportunity, well, again, it goes to pay, because if the windows are that short, if I'm going to dedicate my life to this opportunity, I should be compensated, which they're not. So for him not to call it a career, it's tough, because then again, you got a guy like, but he made it. You have a guy like Shane Carwin who was getting ready to fight Brock Lesnar, and they thought it was a bad look that he had another job, and they tried to offer him a significant amount of money, and he was like, no, I don't want to do that. Because if it's just opportunity, then everybody needs to start getting side gigs. Starbucks, UPS, Uber, whatever you want, just because like he said, it's not a career, it's opportunity. If it's just an opportunity, I don't know. I'm all over the board with this, because he's right in a sense where it is an opportunity.
But just saying it's not a career, it was just such a punch. Like, damn, I'm sure these guys dedicate their lives to this.
Yeah,
it's not a career.
But what you're doing, it's fucking tough, man. Because the same point where your chances of becoming a Conor McGregor or John Jones or Brock Lesnar are you're talking 0.001%. Your chances of being a famous comedian are 0.0001%. You got to capitalize on opportunities that you're given in hopes that you pass the test and you pass the next test, so you create longevity. The other problem is if you say it's just an opportunity and not a career, you're not going to take full advantage of that opportunity if you're not all in. If you have another side gig, you're not going to make that opportunity happen.
If you don't treat it like a career, it's a weird one.
It's a weird one. I don't know how I feel. I wish I could articulate more on where I'm at on this, because anything's like that, though, right? I mean, besides being a lawyer, a doctor, or a nurse, or a computer programmer, or something that has this longevity. There's this guaranteed pathway of what you're going to do. But anything, whether it's entertainment, from an actor to stand-up comedy to any of that stuff in any sports, whether it's football, basketball, baseball. The difference is if everyone said, all right, well, football is an opportunity, not a career. But the difference is in football is it can pay for my college. It can, if I do get the opportunity to play in the NFL and I last somewhat, I have benefits. Yeah, that was a mind fuck. I gotta be honest. That was a mind fuck. When you hear that, you're like, oh fuck. But anything is, it's not that I'm siding with, but in stand-up comedy, if you got up there and bombed every night, your opportunity's over. You're not gonna have a career. In fighting, if you go in there and you get knocked out every night, you're not gonna have a career. You had that one opportunity, it didn't work out. You have to move on to something else.
Yeah, he brings up those points, but
he brings up the point. The problem is they're so greedy where even if you get the opportunity, you're still, even if you do well, you're still not compensated for the amount of effort you've put in. Mm-hmm. So if you take money out of it, he's right. My problem is this opportunity, even if I do make it a career, which you look at guys like Clay Guida or Donald Cerrone or John Jones or all these guys, I can give you a whole list of guys who've made 10 plus year careers. They can't walk away. They're not set. And that's not right. because they've made a career out of it and they still can't walk away from the game and be financially set. That's the issue. Because if he said it was an opportunity, not a career, but if you get the opportunity, you're set for life, then the juice is worth the squeeze. The problem is when you say it's opportunity, not career, and I get that opportunity and I succeed at the opportunity, but I'm still not compensated, well, then what the fuck are we doing? The juice isn't worth the squeeze. In the NFL, if I get the opportunity, I capitalize, I score the touchdown, I get the scholarship, I get drafted in the NFL, and I last 10 years, I'm set for the rest of my life. I'm going to check for the rest of my life. I have full benefits for the rest of my life. So the juice is worth the squeeze. The problem is here when he says it's an opportunity, not a career, the opportunity is not worth it no matter what. But the small percentage going, yeah, but look at Conor, look at Brock Lesnar, look at Ronda Rousey, dude, Mm-hmm. It's like I'll never forget when I was working at Albertsons, I was a janitor. And there was a guy there who played like real low level Division III football. He was a quarterback. And he was like, dude, I bet you I'm gonna go to the NFL. And I was like, what? Dude, you didn't play at a major school. Your numbers aren't even that good. And he always everyone does this. They always find one example that can relate to that keeps the hope alive. Sometimes it works out, but 99.999% of the time it doesn't work out. He goes, well, Kurt Warner used to bag groceries, dude. Yeah, all right. Yeah, that's your North Star. Like that keeps the hope alive. It's the same one, some guy, he's probably been in the acting game for 15 years and he's gotten small roles here and he's an extra here. And, he's working at some deli and they go, Morgan Freeman used to work at a deli. Like, yeah, you're right. You're right, man. So that gives, those exceptions become the rule in entertainment and sports.
It's a good mindset, though, at least.
I think it's the only mindset you can have to make it in any crazy business such as entertainment sports. You have to take the exception. You have to. Otherwise, if you look at odds, you're never going to do anything. If you only base your decisions off odds and opportunity, no one would ever get anything done. To have the ego and the craziness go, I'm going to make it as a professional fighter and be world champion. You got to be pretty crazy. You can't look at odds because if you look at odds, you wouldn't have played college football, you wouldn't have played NFL, you wouldn't have went to UFC, you wouldn't have got started in comedy, you wouldn't have done any of this. The odds are not on your side in anything that's tough to do. Fuck odds. You can't look at odds. Again, when it comes to COVID and I'm a numbers guy. When it comes to opportunity and dreams, I'm not a numbers guy. The furthest thing from it. Because if your parents say you can be anything you want to be and then they bust out a chart with odds, you're going to be pretty sad. You know what your odds are to become a president of the United States? You know what your odds are to become a professional athlete? You know what your odds are to become a successful comedian? You know what your odds are to drive the car of your dreams? If you go through all that, the odds are not good, man. You can't go off odds. It'll break your heart. And if every one of your heroes went off odds, they wouldn't be your heroes. Fuck odds.
I love that quote. Fuck odds.
Yep.
Good stuff.
What else you got? That was a mind fuck. When I heard that, I don't know how how it's processing with me right now. I don't know. I'm conflicted. I wish I could take it more for you guys.
It sounded pretty powerful. I remember even back in the days, Dana would never say something like, "It's not a career. It's just an opportunity." He would make it feel like it's a job, like it's a real job. It's a real living.
Now here's the blowback from that. When you say it's just an opportunity, not a career, every monster athlete who's 12 or 13 right now thought about being in the UFC, they're like, oh, I'm just going to go play football. I'm just going to go to the NBA. I'm just going to go do this now. Can you hear that? You're like, oh my God, that's awful, dude. Can you imagine if Goodell said that? or the bald homeboy for the NBA? If they said that, you'd be like, oh my God, dude, this is terrible.
Yeah.
It's a tough one to figure out.